we will go ahead and place. Now I have a Corvette. And yeah, push the like button and subscribe. And just remember, always to be it's best for you. Now, let's be honest, nobody's really the best. And apparently my internet is not sufficient to broadcast the gameplay. So enjoy, let's get right into it. Now, first off, I'll start with a walkthrough around the garage. So, like I said, I think this is my CS4 Corvette. Nope, this is my Z06. Alright, so this one it is turquoise blue. I call him Greenie, but you know. I tried doing it a little bit like freaky for Halloween, like a little tiny, crazy type stripe, I guess. Now, this is my Viper. This is gonna be one of my race cars as well. Let me know down in the comments if you don't mind what I should name this car, and I will happily name it because he doesn't have a name. And if you would like, you can name the Sylvia as well. This is one of my race cars. It was a drift car about maybe a month ago, but at the same time I kind of just like stopped making it into my drift car. Now right here, this is my BRZ, the OG car that I've had since I got the game. Never really got rid of it except for once by accidentally selling it. This is Z-Boy. Now Z-Boy is really fucking slow, I'm gonna be honest, but he's actually a really cool car. But as you can tell, the BRZ is only for the boys, so you know, if you know, you know. But Z. Alright, so this is one of my drag cars. He is currently in the stage of being modified and has really low horsepower. Right now at the moment he has nothing inside the performance modification. I had just bought it and blew a bunch of money on modifications like a hood scoop and a bunch of other stuff just for aesthetic, I guess. Now he is really loud when he feels like being loud, I guess. Now the sound is kind of echoey, I guess, but I'll let y'all be the judge of that. Let me know down in the comments. Alright guys, well, let me know for a name for this one because, you know, I don't really have a name. Like I said, Blue Boy, Z-Boy, don't have a name for these ones yet. Alright, and this is R4. Now, I used to be a Star Wars fan when I was younger, so I kind of went with R4, sounds like R2-D2 or something, I guess. My imagination's kind of stupid, I guess. This is a really inspirational car to me, only because this is one of the cars that I have looked up to since Too Fast, Too Furious. Let me know if y'all know that game. I'm only 14, granted, so, you know, I'm not old enough to really say I know the movie, but, you know, it's inspirational to me, so, you know. Alright, so right here we have Drag Stang, alright? Now, I know I'm not gonna diss on any YouTuber because this is actually, I look up to this guy because I want to be just like him. So Chris Fix, he has a drift build that's a Mustang. I think it's an O2. He calls it the Drift Stang. Well, I decided to make mine a camo build and call it the Drag Stang. Now, he is currently in his modification prime, so he has some stuff done to him, but right now I'm trying to get him a elite engine crankshaft and all of that. Now here's the thing, I did have slicks on him, but I had to take those off, and I got perfectly good reason why I took those off here in a second. I have way more cars than this, trust me. Alright, so this is a car I like to call Casper. Okay, now I had just bought him a while ago. He is also one of my drag cars. In total, I think I have about 5 drag cars. I am all about speed and aesthetic in this game, but he is like, I don't really know about the anime on the side, to be honest, but no. So this is a custom build by some guy I found online. I really vibed the smiley face on the hood. That's the only reason why I really got this. And I tried to keep going with the white theme, considering his name's Casper. But let me know if you have any other name down in the comments. Alright, so let's go all the way over here to the Soviet. And now to the Viper, how about that? And we'll swap it out right quick so I can show you the rest of my cars. Now, this is the Viper. Now, this is my girlfriend's car, right? So she told me, make me a car on your game, I guess, so you can post it on your channel. I was like, okay. So she likes the color pink. She really likes white leather interior for some reason. Now, on the back, you'll see her name and her name in my phone. Her middle name is Madison, and some of y'all will say that Madison isn't spelled right. It's not correct. Well, quite frankly, that's how she was born, and that's how it's gonna stay. But you know, yeah. But I decided to give her a little bit of sponsorship, I guess, on the top. Really wish I was sponsored by Enjoye. Getting BRZ and Rocket Bunny V2 getting it like this. I will be throwing some BDS coilovers and everything on it eventually, but until then, we'll just have to play the game. Now, like I said, I'm only 14, turning 15 in 2 months, but you know. Alright, well, this is a truck I like to call Whiteout. Okay, so he is a Colorado. I think he's on a 6-inch lift, and he is an aggressive beast. Alright, so he's not the best off-roader, but he's a really cool show truck when he feels like it. Now, this is my FDRX7. This is my drift car. Now, this drift car has only seen the track about 5 times. He never really goes out much. Alright, and then like I said, you got all these cars. Now this right here is the reason all of the modifications on the drag cars are not done. Now, this is one of my drag cars. Some of you guys might say down in the comments, well, that's not a drag car, it's a Miata. It's never going to be fast enough. This thing pulls wheelies for about 30 seconds straight. You'd be amazed. Now, this thing is a fast beast. Like, he looks small and tiny, but when you get up next to him and rev that engine, you'll be amazed. Now, this is my Raptor. His name, alright, now don't take this racist, but his name's Sharpie. Alright, now I'm not saying his name's Sharpie because he's black. Eventually I am gonna have white little names of, like, it's gonna be white on black, like, names with like all of my subscribers on the side of it and everything, kind of like what Adam LZ did to his drift build. So, you know. Alright, and this is another one of my drift cars. This is the 180SX. Now, that's another one of my drift cars. He has really he's seen the track a bunch of times. I like to consider him retired now. He never really goes out. If I take him out, it's for like a show online or something, like a car show online. I don't know if any of y'all have ever seen those, but I try to make some up as I can. Alright, like I said, let's get the Miata out right quick and I'll show you that guy. So, I spent over, I think, $1 million, no, not $1 million, 800K, we'll say that, because that was about how much. So, this car makes 313 horsepower, which, trust me, is not a lot, but the acceleration on this is crazy. Now, I never changed the exhaust tone, at least yet, so I'm gonna try to change it right quick with y'all on the mic and see how y'all like it. Alright, and if not, y'all can let me know down in the comments whether or not to do more tone, more timbre, less timbre, make it smooth, overrun, which the flames I don't really like. They kind of get annoying over time. Now, pipe resonance, like, that's a real big thing for me on certain cars. Like, on some Japanese cars, I'm fine with it, but on certain ones, I'm not. So, on Mazda, Miata, I'm just not a big fan of it. So, anyways, let's go ahead and do a startup right quick. Okay, so right there, you'll see, automatically he spits flames. On regular overrun that it comes stock, so it's not bad. But he has a lot of rumble, and that's one thing I really don't like about him. Now, sometimes I like to do more tone than aggressive timbre, but you know, let's just see how I like it. And I'll adjust the specs as I go if I need to. Alright, now see, the flames on this are pretty big as well, so, you know. Alright, and this, you guys might say, well, camber in the front on a drift car isn't very smart. Yes, I know. But see, it's more for stability and control. So, I know y'all might say, like, but that makes no sense. Yeah, I know. Alright, so, I was tempted to lift up the Miata because this thing pops wheelies. Now, see, I don't want it looking all monster truck, so should I go stock height, like, which is right here, and keep it at stock height? Or should I just make it, like, basically slam to the ground like I had it? Because either way, it doesn't really matter to me. Alright, but right now I'll go do a couple of pulls for you, and we'll get into grinding out for 500K, because I have a car I'm finna buy today, and we're finna just get it done, you know? Alright, so this is one of my favorite parts of the game right here. It is very aesthetic, and it vibes with the colors of my LEDs in my room, so you know. But right here, it just screams like, look at me, this is the car that I own, what do you own? Alright, so right here, we have just left the garage, and now see, this is the Miata, and he is a really bad mother trucker. Like, his acceleration time is crazy. I think I can pull like a 1/4 mile in something time. Yeah, 1/4 mile and 11 flat. Now, normally I wish I could do that in real life. That'd be really damn fun, trust me it would. But I have my traction confused. I don't drift a lot. Now, see, for a Miata, the top speed of 228 is not bad. But see, right here, it's all about acceleration for me. It is not really about speed in the long run for me, because in a 1/4 mile, you want to be able to go as fast as you possibly can to keep your time. Okay, now, y'all might say, well, he's into drag cars, why is he using Japanese cars? Well, I have never really been aesthetically pleased, I guess you could say, by any of the, I guess you could say, American muscle. Well, yeah, that's exactly what you could say. But Japanese cars, for some reason, strike me as not really car you ever really see drag raced, okay? But see, that's also because they're small, and they're small for a reason. But see, small and light makes more sense for fast, right? Yes, exactly. So when you're drag racing, in my opinion, I don't think you really want to have that heavy of a car. Alright, so right about here, I like to pull over to this side if nobody's behind me, because some of these cars are a-holes on this video. Alright, but I stop right about here, I punch on the throttle a little bit, and I slam the brake, and I burn out the tires to get some heat and friction in them, and I try to rev it all the way up to the line. And sometimes I'll pass, so I have to put it in reverse. I put it in reverse, Terry. Alright, yeah. So, I'll rev down to about 500, 600 RPMs. And right in between there, in between those two, I'll keep it for a minute. Now, sometimes, as soon as I launch, the wheels will not turn, so I'll either wreck into the wall, or I'll wreck into the trees. Either way, I will still end up getting back on the road. But see, now this wheelie part right here is actually the really scary part for me. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Now, see, he does not like to stay on the road. Now, I don't really like driving like this, but, you know, some of y'all like seeing the car. Now, right there, he is pretty fast in acceleration. So, for him to go 0 to 80 in less than, like, a few seconds, pretty dang quick. That was less than like 2 seconds right there on the game. 2 seconds game time. Now, in real life, it probably took about 4 on the game, but, you know, pretend you're in the game. So, on this car alone, for how fast it is really hard to control on the steering, especially running slicks on a game. Now, see, one thing I absolutely love about this game is the graphics and control. So, like say, I don't know if any of y'all know Need for Speed Underground, but from when they first came out with that, the graphics have looked insane. Now, I'll do a rolling start for y'all. Start about 15 miles an hour. Alright, so ready? 3, 2, 1. Now see, even right there, he pops a wheelie, and he'll keep going too until he sets down like that. Now, he does not really like to be beat, and when this car gets beat, it is crazy. So, right now, I'll go ahead and go into my map, and I have some races I really like to do for some cash. Now, this is not one of my favorites, but I will do it. This right here is one of the easiest things I could do for cash, so I'll go ahead and fast travel down that way, and I'll get the Z06 Corvette, and we'll race a race. So right here, it is very muddy, which does not make for a very realistic situation in a car, but you know, it is how it is in the game. Now see, right here, my car would have bottomed out in real life because of how low it is to the ground. Now, granted, this is a game, it's not real life, but sometimes I like to pretend it is because, you know, not everybody has everything in real life, so, you know. Yeah, but, so, I don't really have a name for the Miata yet. If y'all have a name, y'all give me a name, but I don't really know what to name him yet. Now, let's hop into the race, guys, and we'll see how it goes. So, right here, the C8, the Z06 Corvette. Why am I thinking C8? I don't even know if that's a real car, but let's go ahead and start the race, and we'll hop into it. Now, I don't really like racing in this view, so I hope y'all don't get mad at the view that I'm about to use, because I don't like seeing what surroundings I'm in, because it's a little bit harder for me to drive. I like seeing first person, well, this quote-unquote first person. It's not too hard, but I wish you could see like the interior and the steering wheel, like GTA, I guess. That would be a really nice part coming up in the next Need for Speed if they really feel like doing that. If what's called EA was like making that into a thing. Okay, now I like playing in this view only because these cars like to be a-holes about everything specifically. Now, it's a lot easier for me to do cornering as well because I know when I have to swing wide and when I have to swing short. Now, see right about here, I'll punch my brakes just a little bit to get them slow, so I can slow down a little bit. But see, sometimes they'll go off the side of the track. And right here, I'll punch my brakes and hit my e-brake right quick so I can slide out. And this is one of my faster cars in the straights. It's pretty good around turns and acceleration for mostly everything. Now, it's got a 9-pound boost inside of it of nitrous. It is running a Roots supercharger and has, I think, about 389 horsepower. Now, for a Corvette, that's really not surprising, but for a game Corvette that came with 209 horsepower, that is a lot compared to stock. So, yeah. But right about here, I'll swing a little bit wide and swing short, and then hit my e-brake because of that, right there, and I'll mess up like you just saw. But normally, it's not a mess up in a race like this. Sometimes I'll end up doing it, and then I'll gun it right here in the straight, hit my brakes, and slam the e-brake so I can make it on this turn. And right here, I'll just swing wide and then swing inside. Well, you know. But right about now, I'd be lapping everybody, but you know, I am not a great multitasker. That is something you know about me, Des. So, man, whatever you like. It's really you. I'm here to make fun of you. You got what you got. I got what I got. And we all come from different ethnicities, different families. We can't all afford all the same stuff. Now, trust me, I know where all y'all are coming from. I have 2 divorce parents. And trust me, I know it's getting kind of personal, but I feel this is something y'all should know as my audience, as my subscribers, if you will, that y'all should get to know me a little bit better. Now, I know y'all can't see me yet. I am in the process of building my YouTube creation channel, I guess, my YouTube channel. Because right now I'm playing on a PS4, editing off a PS4, playing off a TV that's huge. Now, it's not big, but you know, like, yeah. So, my little brother just walked in the room. It's kind of awkward. Alright, but right about now I'll be finishing the race, and you know, but yeah, just don't get discouraged about life, guys. Like, I know it can get hard sometimes, but you know, it'll get easier eventually. Alright, well, yeah, but right about now I just made about 59 grand, so, well, 52, sorry about that, but, you know, this Corvette is not bad for racing. I do recommend it, though, if you have Need for Speed. And, yeah, sometimes I'll just do this race over and over again to get some more money. And if not, I won't do it again. But right now, I'm about to go do a circuit race, which is, I think it's a circular one. I don't know. I think it's this one? Maybe? No, it's not that one. It's this one. Now, it won't get me a lot of money, but it'll get me enough money for a car that will be efficient, I guess. Now, this is not one of my favorite races right here, but I will do it if I need to. Now, give me a second. We can do this race right here, or we can fast travel all the way up here to get 50 grand off of that one race. Now, I'm thinking I'm going to do that because I'm pretty good at straights and fast-paced games, but I probably won't talk too much, considering I am not a great multitasker. But, yeah, well, now that my little brother is gone, I am just going to finish what I was saying. Like, don't let things in life discourage you. We all come from different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different families. Now, my life isn't the best at home. I am a middle child. If you're a middle child, you understand that it's not easy. I am not the best coper with everything, I'm gonna be honest. But I try to be. And, well, as you've all noticed, I kind of choke a lot under pressure. Now, it's not something I like doing. Eventually I'll get comfortable, but you know, until then, we're just gonna settle for this. Now, like I said, we all come from different ethnicities. We all have different backgrounds, and let's get back to me like I was saying. But we all have bad things in our life going on, and I pray that everything goes good in your life, no matter what. The darkness turns into light. And just always remember to be you, okay? Like, it doesn't matter what anybody else wants of you. If you want something in your life, you're gonna go out and get it. I believe in everything, whereas if you work hard enough to obtain, you'll get it. Because I have goals and aspirations of being a drift car YouTuber when I'm older. Now, my older brother races stock car circuits for Idaho Speedway, Drum Idaho Speedway. Now, he is not pro. He is on the verge of trying to become pro, but he is not really committed, I guess. He's leaning more away from racing every day. Now, it's kind of sad, to be honest, because I like seeing my older brother doing stuff he loves. Now, my older brother does not live with us. He was taken away as a baby from my mom's mom, because my mom was young when she had my older brother and my older sister. Now I have an older sister who is 21, on the verge of getting married in about a year and a half. I have an older brother who races stuff. He is 19. Now, I have an older sister who just graduated and moved out literally 2 months ago. Her name is unsaid, but right now me and her are having some issues considering I got fired over her issues of my job. So, you know all that, how it goes. But like I said, I'm technically a middle child because my mom only had 3 kids at the house when I was raised. So, But yeah, so like I was just saying, guys, my parents are divorced. I have a stepdad. He's the best, trust me. He works a lot though, so I never really see him. But he tries to be as positive as he can be no matter what. But it's how it always is. Now, if this cop hits me, I'm gonna be mad because they always do that on purpose just to have a reason for a chase on this game. That's one thing I wish they would fix about this game. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. But whether you have divorced parents, together parents, don't forget, everything's always gonna be fine, guys. Nothing really in this life is really gonna bring you down. It might be bad for now, but trust me, everything that's always bad turns into something good. Here or later. Now or later, sorry, not here or later, I don't know what I was thinking. Now or later, everything that is bad in your life, everything that goes wrong all the time in your life, will eventually pay off with something good. Not only because you worked hard to obtain what you want in your life, but because also God is helping you on the right path if you choose it wisely to be the best you can be. Without that, guys, just remember to always be yourself. This is your boy Desi, Despicable, with his first video ever. Have a good night, guys, and I pray over you that God is with you and He's always around you, and that you spread the word of God, and that you're just never discouraged over certain things. Amen. Alright, guys, well, y'all have a good day / night, whatever time zone you're in. Thank you for watching the YouTube video. This is Despicable. Thank y'all for watching, and just remember, be you.